Alright guys, I've got about a 6-foot hole dug here.
Tell me this isn't weird, because at this point, they're not even hiding it anymore.
So when this started, I was like, surely it's not that deep. But then it just keeps getting deeper and deeper.
Alright, dude, we're going home. Don't worry. Look, it's the ocean.
Hey guys, welcome back to another CZ Reacts, where we watch the fun, weird, crazy, and interesting, and we question everything. Truth or conspiracy? We'll leave that up to you. As always, this video is for entertainment purposes only, so let's get into it.
The whole idea of these big wars is a joke. It's a setup, it's a game that's played to play off the opposites against each other in the hopes of synthesizing a new world order where we all kind of synthesize. That's why Democrat and Republican is a joke, because what they ultimately want is a racist society. They're very racist, and they're interested in a new world order which is run by a Luciferian philosophy. Now, this is very disturbing sounding stuff, but they've been persecuted for thousands and thousands of years by various people. Nobody persecuted them as badly as the Roman government through the Catholic Christian Church. They were tortured, they were killed, so they came to the natural conclusion. You can understand anybody would have done this under the circumstances. What do you think they would choose? They would say, okay, whatever God these guys think is God, that's not the right one, because he's stringing us out on the rack, he's torturing us, he's killing us. Therefore, whoever the Christian Church says is the bad guy is the good guy. Okay, wait a minute. Lucifer is the brightest light, the brightest angel in heaven, right? And he's the one that got tossed out of heaven. Well, maybe he got tossed out of heaven because he was too cool, right? Because everybody else in there was a bunch of corrupt shysters. Well, this is actually what the most powerful people in the world think. And they are a fundamentalist religion just like any of the others. They still believe this weird stuff. They follow these teachings. They actually buy into this, okay?
Do you feel like he's on point with that one? I feel like he is. When you look at the music industry alone of what they promote, I feel like he's actually, like, there's a lot of truth behind what he's saying.
I'm going to sit here and show you a picture of Donald Trump and somebody else. And if you do not understand what this picture means, if you do not know who's pictured in this picture, you're in the wrong circle of people. And unfortunately, you're going to miss something very, very interesting. So I'm going to show you this picture, and I'm going to say nothing else. The comment section will tell you exactly what you're looking at. Check this out. So who's that? Who is that? Think about it. I'm out.
Okay, I'm gonna need you guys to blow my mind because I have no idea.
Bro, that shit just opened up.
Yeah, that bitch opened up.
That shit opened up.
Look, it's still open, look.
Yo, what? Oh,
Fuck that, that shit moving.
It's
coming, look. There's something in the middle.
It's like
Look,
but that shit like an eye.
What is that? Bro, what the fuck is that, yo?
That shit is like a fucking eye, bro.
Yo. There's something in there, look. Yo, what the fuck is that, boy? Hey. Yo, look, you see the shit blinking? Yo, look at the shit blinking.
It's definitely some shit on top of it.
I'm at that's a UFO. Yeah, boy, that's a UFO.
Oh, it's multiple shit.
Yo, look, it's some shit.
For a split second at the beginning, I thought it was a cloud, but I have no idea. Like, it just kind of expanded. And then, yeah, there was something blinking in there. I want to believe that one's real, but I actually can't tell. I have no idea.
I hiked 100 kilometers into the mountains. Gonna camp up here for a few days. We just spotted 2 big caves.
Wow. Okay, I get the attraction of why people like to go into the wilderness. It is absolutely beautiful. But I feel like I need an update on this guy. Like, is he okay? Did he go up there? Like, what happened? Because I feel like there's also so much danger when people go out to investigate these things.
Gulf of Mexico that I don't think they're telling us about. Listen, there's something going on in the Gulf of Mexico that I don't think they're telling us about right now. This might get me in a shit ton of trouble and I might even be investigated for this, but honestly at this point, fuck it. About a month ago, people in the South, including myself, experienced this bright-ass blue object soaring through the sky and it landed in the Gulf of Mexico. But here's the thing, right? No mainstream media sources have reported on it, right? Only local news networks. Now, my brother-in-law works as a captain out in the Gulf, okay? And he stays out there consistently. And I'm talking about deep out in the Gulf of Mexico, okay? And he actually caught this thing on camera. I even posted it on X when it happened. And the only reason I posted it on X was because TikTok kept taking it down. But it was claimed to be an old Chinese satellite, right? But if you looked at it soaring through the sky, it looked nothing like a satellite. I'm talking about this thing was fucking huge. It lit up the entire sky blue and it looked like a giant disc. Now look, I've seen UFOs in my life, okay? Especially going over Denver Airport. It literally cut the entire electricity out to Denver Airport. And this thing did not look like a satellite. I had thousands of people on that post that agree with me. Usually when a satellite breaks up in the atmosphere, you'd see numerous pieces, you know what I mean? But here's the sketchiest part about it, right? He and a couple of other shipping crews actually went out to the Gulf of Mexico where it had apparently landed. He even showed videos of when it happened. And you could see Coast Guard just blocking off that area of where it landed. You could see them literally recovering something that was in the water. But it was fucking huge. And this is the crazy part about it, right? Ironically, that exact location is where a mothership was rumored to be. Wasn't specified on what kind of mothership that was, by the way. But here's the thing, right? All those shipping routes are still blocked to this day. He can't even cross into those waters anymore. And I have hundreds, I mean literally hundreds of videos since that exact day of these bright ass objects shooting straight out of the moon. I shit you not. I even have a video of it literally shooting the fuck out of the moon and coming directly from the Gulf of Mexico. They're definitely not satellites. Do keep in mind, satellites don't go up, down, left, or right. You feel me? They're not any type of aircraft that you can track on radar. I mean, some of them literally go above our atmosphere. You can see how high they are. They're even as bright as fucking stars. And like I said, I have hundreds of videos of them. If you want to see them, I can gladly show you them. But when these things come from the Gulf of Mexico, there's almost always a military helicopter or even a fighter jet following behind them. And these things are fucking fast. I'm talking about they soar through the sky like a rocket. But there's a lot of shipping captains down here now that are spreading the word about something going on out in the Gulf of Mexico. I've gotten in touch with hundreds of crews that have gone out there since it happened. And they can confirm, and they even said that they would go on TikTok with me and do a video. We can do a podcast, whatever it may be, that there is some suspicious ass shit going on out there. I mean, some of them literally even have videos of things shooting straight out of the water. It's fucking insane. And soon I'm going to have the opportunity of actually being able to go out there.
I, for one, am completely unaware of anything like that, but it makes me wonder, is that why the U.S. wants alternate shipping routes? Does that have anything to do with it? Have you guys heard anything about that story or seen the video he's talking about? I, for one, would love to see the footage he plans on taking when he goes out there. That sounds insane.
Oh, what are you doing? That's not a good idea, buddy.
I did not know kangaroos swim. I guess it's just something you don't think about. I wasn't aware of that. I don't think I would get seasick on the boat. That would probably definitely make me seasick just trying to get on and off the boat. What do? I mean, nobody has their cell phones with them in the pool. And if they're aggressive, like, what do? You're stuck in the pool? Oh my goodness.
Like, you remember the milk mustaches with all the athletes? Yeah. Mm-hmm. You notice you don't see that anymore? Yeah. It's illegal. They did studies and they found out that milk actually does not do a body good. Milk actually causes you to leach calcium from the bones, making the bones more brittle.
Wow.
So that's why you don't see those commercials anymore.
About that. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So like, there's a lot of things that we've been taught. That's why in my book, Vegetation Over Medication, the tagline is the myths, lies, and truth about food and modern medicine. Because there's a lot of things that we've been taught. I mean, even you look at remember back in the day, they used to have the food pyramid?
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
You look at what they have today, it's totally different.
Yeah.
It's not the same anymore.
I remember that era. Everybody did the got milk thing, but I had no idea that's why it stopped. Did you?
So when this started, I was like, surely it's not that deep. But then it just keeps getting deeper and deeper. And I was like, what this should have been was a video about how to waste, I don't know, $500,000. And you know, those guys on the other side of the river were just waiting for this guy to fail. And now they're like, oh man, what are we going to do now? I don't know if it was a flash flood, because you can tell they've made that trip before, but that water's flowing good. And I guess this guy on the excavator, he's like, you know what, we've already lost $500,000 on equipment today. What's another 300? I'll go get him.
How do you get that truck out now? Like, can that second vehicle, can that get that out? What happens? Do you just wait till the water lowers? I'm sure somebody's really happy with your guys' performance that day.
Tell me this isn't weird, because at this point, they're not even hiding it anymore. You remember Castaway, right? Tom Hanks stranded on an island, losing his mind, talking to a volleyball, covered in red handprint? Purely symbolic, right? Or is it something way darker? But why is this symbol on the same hoodies of some of the most powerful celebrities in the world? Jay-Z, Ellen, why are they rocking this image? Is it just a coincidence, or is this another case of hiding in plain sight? And if you know anything about certain conspiracy circles, you already know what the red handprint supposedly means. I can't say the word here, but look it up. But don't say I didn't warn you. Aleister Crowley once said, "Evil must hide in plain sight, for the rules of the universe demand that the deceived must consent to their deception." They're not going to tell you directly, but there will be signs. By the way, I just dropped a new YouTube video. It's called The Banned Night Vision Goggles That Reveal Demons. It's on YouTube. You can check it out. Link is in my bio. As always, thank you for watching. Stay weird. And until next time.
Oh man, that was one of my favorite movies. I'm afraid to look it up. I don't want to look it up. Do you guys know what it means? You don't have to tell me what it means. Damn, I'm going to have to just find that out.
Alright guys, I've got about a 6-foot hole dug here, and we've hit rock, but listen to this. It's loud. I mean, it's really loud.
What's your guess? What is it? I know he's done a video before just in his field, and I was thinking like some kind of underground tunnel of tracks, but it actually like wasn't consistent, so I have no clue. What is your guess? What is that?
Alright, dude, we're going home. Don't worry. See, look, it's the ocean. That's your home. This is where you live. You gotta go back here.
No, dude, you're not.
Hey, shh, stop. Buddy,
go back to the ocean.
this is where we part ways.
That was so cute. I mean, I think it's awesome when animals just want to hang out. They're just interested and curious, but just hung out with them the entire night by the fire. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Do you feel like that's a subject that's been highly censored? I feel like because there was video cameras and cameras in general, there would be a lot more evidence of this, which I would love to see, but there is not that much out there. And why have they just disappeared? Like, wouldn't that be in the genes to continue? There would still be people that are quite large if that is in your genes, but you don't see that. Is it in the food? Like, what happened to where that just kind of stopped?
You have to understand that when you go into the Appalachian Mountains, you are entering into another realm. And there is a set of unspoken rules that you must follow. Rule number 1, if you hear something calling your name, right, you didn't. There is nothing there. And you should not respond. Do not say hello. Do not say, who is it? Just run away. Because something is trying to gain permission. And by you acknowledging it, you are allowing it to come after you. If you hear screams in the mountains, right? You didn't. And do not go towards the direction of the screams to try and help. Because once again, something is trying to lure you. If you see people, you don't. If you hear crying, you're not hearing it. Do not respond to this at all because you are giving permission to whatever is in those woods to come after you. Now, if you are to go camping in the Appalachian Mountains, right, you have to remember, at night, you must keep a fire going at all times. And it's not for warmth, it's not for cooking, it's to keep you safe. And if you are going to camp in a tent, make sure when you go into that tent, it is sealed up. There are no holes, there are no cracks. And if you hear any kind of screaming, yelling, or anyone calling your name, do not respond. Do not go to sleep. And if something wakes you up, stay alert, and once again, do not respond. Now, it's very important when you are walking through the Appalachian Mountains, if you come across a deer carcass, do not touch it, do not stare at it, walk away, ignore it, because this is something, once again, trying to lure you into the woods. Now, if it comes to the point that something is chasing you and it gets you and there is no escape, fight as hard as you can, whether it's a person, an animal. If it's something else though, and you know what I'm talking about, well, you just let it get you, right? Because at that point, there's nothing you can do. And there's an old saying, you go into the Appalachian Mountains with 2 bullets, right? You fire the first one at something that isn't a person, that isn't an animal, and if it doesn't run away, you know what to do.
If those are the guidelines to go by for the Appalachian Mountains, why would you want to go there? Like, nothing about that was intriguing. It was completely terrifying. Oh.
No.
Shit just got real. Guy was like, no, and the bear walks away. Like, if only every encounter was that easy.
I thought it was a bit strange that as soon as I began filming, they moved out of the shot. But I tried to ignore them and stayed focused on filming the cave I'd worked so hard to reach. Yet every time I lowered the camera, they would tell me to follow them, as they wanted to show me something. At this point, I did feel quite uncomfortable, but I decided to give them the benefit of the doubt.
I think these guys want to show me something. All right. We're going this way?
But when I finally saw what they wanted to show me, everything changed.
Wow.
It was an abandoned house, and they wanted me to go in first.
Okay, I'll follow you after you.
And at this point, out of the corner of my eye, I noticed one of the men was moving behind me. And at that moment, my gut instinct kicked in loud and clear. Get out now.
I'm just gonna get one more shot, okay? One more shot. Oh, sorry, I'm just shooting, filming, and doing more. And then I'll come, okay?
Just run.
I stayed calm, acted like I wasn't suspicious, and slowly walked back towards the entrance. But it seemed like they didn't want me to leave.
I'll come soon. I just want to shoot this. But you go, I'll stay. And then I come later. I'm just filming everything. Okay? Okay.
So I pretended to take the shot, and when I saw they were distracted, I made my move. At first, I walked at a normal pace, as off camera I had told them I'd forgotten something on the trail. But then, I heard footsteps coming after me, and that's when I ran.
Oh, that video gave me like such like a creepy feeling just to watch it, not even being there. Would you have remained as calm and collected as he did, or would you have ran? I would have ran. I know I would have just like totally screwed up. All right, you guys, we are going to end it there. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave me something in the comments. Let me know what you thought. Remember to question everything. And until next time, stay safe.